Oh, hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, otherwise known as Puglo Escobar, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the Pegassi Infernus Classic, retailing for $915,000, and I'm sure you'll agree it looks more like the late 1980s than Arnold Schwarzenegger in stone-washed jeans breaking down the Berlin Wall. Okay, so let's take it out, ladies and gentlemen, and see how she handles. Now, this is the upgraded version, it has to be pointed out, ladies and gentlemen, and much, in terms of acceleration, ladies and gentlemen, much like a striptease from a leprous lollipop lady, it's not going to excite you, you know. The handling, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see going down there, I mean, it's harder to handle than a hippo on hormones. It's as simple as that. There we go. Up to this, Mr. Raccoon, to watch where you're going, old boy. And in terms of top-end speed, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get an indication as we come off these hills here. Whoops, okay, losing, as it's sorting hell, right, okay, landed on the Raccoon, and right now I'm going backwards and spinning around. Bloody hell, right, okay, that went rather shambolically, didn't it? That wasn't the smoothest attempt at that by any stretch of the imagination. We'll have a look at that acceleration one more time, ladies and gentlemen. And okay, it's actually not too bad. It just sort of launches. It takes a little moment, and then it sort of launches up to its top speed relatively quickly. The handling, ladies and gentlemen, the traction, you can see it wasn't too bad there. Certainly not perfect, but I've seen a lot of cars with a lot worse traction, so I wouldn't sort of denigrate its traction ability there. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. So we are sort of flying down here now. As you can see, we're going to come around this top end corner, and yes, there we go. I mean, in terms of top end speed, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's about as average as an Englishman's attempt to assimilate to a foreign culture. You know, it's just that average. Okay, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the initial lap, as we like to call it, the roll down from sorry hell, bloody car, right? Came out of absolutely sodding nowhere, didn't it? Yes, like I said, down a hill crest to the maze bank, ladies and gentlemen, the initial lap, and we're going to send it on inside into the custom auto shop, don't you know? And we're going to go have the vehicle upgraded. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have now brought her into the custom auto shop at Maze Bank offices, down there, you know. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going through this section of the video at double speed, just in order to hurry things along somewhat, you know. But the idea is to still, you know, the aim is still to provide you the opportunity, the viewer, I should say, with the opportunity of having a look at the different modifications that can be affected to this vehicle, should you then choose to go ahead and purchase it, you know. That's the whole logic of this, ladies and gentlemen. So, but we are going to be going relatively quickly, like I say, because no one wants to spend too long inside somebody else's auto shop watching them modify their vehicle. Okay, so all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, what can we say about the Pegassi Infernus Classic? Well, the simple truth of it, ladies and gentlemen, we'll cut to the chase, you know. With most cars, you know, the old saying, you get what you pay for sort of thing, really doesn't apply to the Infernus Classic, ladies and gentlemen. It's around about the $1 million price tag, but it is a sports classic, so there's no chance it's going to be able to compete, ladies and gentlemen, with modern day supercars, or even probably a lot of modern day sports cars, but you are buying it really for its aesthetic value, for its historical significance, ladies and gentlemen, and effectively for sort of sentimental reasons. Either that, ladies and gentlemen, you're just a big fan of the Lamborghini Diablo, and why wouldn't you be? If you like angular boxy cars, this is the one for you. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take it out to the street. These are two fully upgraded Pegassi Infernus Classics, and we're going to see how they handle. Okay, well, in terms of acceleration, ladies and gentlemen, much like microdosing with LSD at a hippie festival, it is fun, but it's not exactly going to blow your mind, you know what I mean. In terms of top-end speed, ladies and gentlemen, much like playing blackjack at the Diamond Casino, it's a lot of fun, but you're going to come away hating the Asian dealers. Wait, well, hold on a minute. Wait, no, that's not what I meant at all. Didn't mean to say that. Take that back. Absolutely sorry about that. No, what I meant to say was I like playing blackjack. When you've got an 11, ladies and gentlemen, and you need a 10, it's very much in the middle of the pack, I'm afraid, in terms of top-end speed, ladies and gentlemen. And in terms of handling, it's heavier to handle than the Cosca submarine. It really is as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, we keep sort of cutting out that corner, don't we? Oh, well, either way, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. That is the standard lap as we like to perform it. That pretty much is, we're going to send on to their top speed test track, don't you know? So here we go, once again, Mr. Raccoon in his white Pegassi Infernus Classic, ladies and gentlemen, myself in the blue Pegassi Infernus Classic. I'm going to see what they can do now, just to give you an indication. What we consider a competitive time is 53.54 seconds, and we get 58.891, so not really competitive at 59 for Mr. Raccoon there. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to bring it on up to the top speed test track, and we're going to see what it can do. Okay, Well, the very first car that we're going to bring out, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be another Pegassi, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Pegassi Torre, the Torari, the Torriero. I've got no idea what it's called, ladies and gentlemen. That's the simple truth of it. Retailing for $998,000, effectively the $1 million mark, ladies and gentlemen, presumably based on the Lamborghini Countach, don't you know? And it looks like it's going to lose to the Lamborghini Diablo. So yes, the Torriero, whatever the hell it's called, goes down to the Infernus Classic. Okay, so the very next car we're going to bring out, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a Grotti, don't you know? It's another classic, another sports classic, and it is the Cheetah Classic. So who doesn't want to see the Cheetah Classic, ladies and gentlemen, going up against the Infernus Classic? And that's what I want to see right now, you know? Now, presumably, ladies and gentlemen, the Cheetah Classic, they're based on the Ferrari Testarossa, don't you know? It certainly looks like it. Retailing for $865,000. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it's significantly some way behind us. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Lamborghini Diablo takes down the Ferrari Testarossa, or the Infernus Classic takes down the Cheetah Classic, whichever way you want to see it. Okay, so the very next vehicle we're going to bring out, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is a Grotti, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it is a sports classic. On this occasion, it is the Turismo Classics, retailing for $705,000, ladies and gentlemen, so significantly cheaper there. And presumably, ladies and gentlemen, this is based on the Ferrari F40, you know. Now, the Ferrari F40 was, in my understanding, I could be mistaken, my understanding, ladies and gentlemen, when the Ferrari F40 was released, oops, so there's his plane taking off there, may want to take note of that. Yes, it was the Ferrari F40 was the fastest car in the world when it was released. Could be wrong about that, but that's my understanding. Either way, that's the result you'd expect, ladies and gentlemen. It beats us into the ground. Okay, so the next car, ladies and gentlemen, one may be curious about this, and why wouldn't you be, you know? It's the modern day Infernus. So now we're going to put up the Pegassi Infernus Classic up against the Pegassi Infernus, ladies and gentlemen. That is already over, quite frank about this thing. $440,000 only for the Infernus Classic, less than half the price, ladies and gentlemen, is going to destroy us. So I'm going to take this opportunity to point out that all of the other vehicles are being driven by Mr. Raccoon, you know. He has a channel of his own. His name is the Bromby. His channel is called the Bromby. If you type that into YouTube, you're really going to find him. Mind you, that's got some rather good videos on there. The Infernus Classic, ladies and gentlemen, demolishes the, was demolished by the Infernus. Okay, so the very next vehicle we're going to bring out, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be another Pegassi, don't you know? Now, this is the Pegasi Reaper, retailing for $1,595,000, I do believe. It's not got the fastest acceleration for a modern-day supercar, but it's still enough to get Infernus there to get to the top of the corner ahead. Mr. Raccoon taking a rather wide corner there, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to sneak us, put it in behind us a little bit. But yes, there is no question, ladies and gentlemen. The Pegasi Reaper, which is not the finest Pegassi by any stretch of the imagination, ladies and gentlemen, is going to have no difficulty whatsoever in taking down the Infernus Classic. And there we go. Okay, so the vehicle we're going to bring out next, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the Fister Comet. Now, the Fister Comet itself retails for $100,000 only, don't you know? Surprisingly quick car for such a short, such a small price tag, ladies and gentlemen. But this particular vehicle that we're driving, Mr. Raccoon is driving, I should point out, is actually the Fister Comet Retro, ladies and gentlemen. So that's $745,000 to have that conversion completed, ladies and gentlemen. And it is also from the 1980s, ladies and gentlemen, the Fister Comet Retro, based on a 1980s 911. As you can see, that is where it was behind us all the way till the very end, and then it pips us at the pose. Okay, so we're starting to wrap things up now, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who do not know, for the hoes at home, for the uninitiated, shall we say, this is what we like to refer to as a serious contender. It is the Benefactor Sorano, retailing for a price of $110,000 only. It can be found on the legendary motorsport, languishing towards the bottom of the page. It's the bottom end sports Benefactor, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a very, very rapid car. We call it a serious contender because it is, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, a serious contender. And if you don't know the Benefactor Sorano, then you certainly do now. Okay, so the very next car we're going to bring out, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the Pegassi Zentorno Big Daddy Z, as Mr. Raccoon likes to. What the sodding hell is he doing now? Right, oh bloody hell, right, wretched Raccoon is, look at that, he's swerving all over the track, ladies and gentlemen, trying to prove a point. He is, you know, trying to prove that he doesn't need to drive in a straight line, going off the track as well. Claims he's warming his tires up, ladies and gentlemen. Well, isn't that charming, you know? What a wonderful sight. Yeah, he's going to wheeze his way all the way across the line, the wretched swine. Okay, well, that means there's only one more question, and it is, of course, The final masquerade, ladies and gentlemen, the Grotti Italia RSX, and just to taunt me, ladies and gentlemen, a sodding raccoon is going to sat on the line there to start with. Okay, so what can one say about this particular vehicle unit? I mean, sort of in terms of looks, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's more stunning than taking a bath with an electric eel, you know? In terms of acceleration, compared to other sports classics, it's as rapid as a racehorse, you know, but compared to other modern-day supercars, it's as slow as a stunted sausage dog. In terms of top-end speed, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's less enthralling than watching a narcoleptic wrestling match. And in terms of handling, well, in terms of looks, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'll agree it's more breathtaking than an obsession with autoerotic asphyxiation. But in terms of handling, ladies and gentlemen, much like a fat lady dancing on thin ice, it's surprisingly fast, but its weight is going to let it down, if you know what I mean. Okay, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Should you buy it? Well, if you like the Diablo, you're trying to complete a collection, why not? If not, we wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Okay, what the sodding hell, raccoon trying to shoot me? Bloody hell. Well, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for watching.